Yo, what up? What up? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? I got an email from a dude, and he was basically, asking me like, you know, how can he get his money up? Asking me different ways to make more money. But the reason why he was asking me this is not because he just wanted to make money. But the main thing was he was saying like, if I get my money up, then it'll be easier for me to get women, right? And I've said this a couple times. I think I did a couple videos on this already, about you don't need to get your money up in order to get hot girls. And a lot of guys make that mistake thinking that if they have more money, then they will be able to get not only hot girls, but get girls easier. You understand? And the thing is this, is that if you have game, right, you can get girls no matter if you have, 5 cents in your pocket or $5 million. You understand? Like, it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you have game, you'll be able to get women. So if you don't have game, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it's going to be hard for you to get women. So basically, the thing that you really need is the game and not really the money. Now, the money, if you have money, it can put you in certain positions or put you in certain situations that might give you, a little bit more access to certain things. If you have a certain amount of money, you probably can, travel different places. You can go in different spots and stuff like that, right? But the thing is that when they're talking about, you getting your money up and thinking that that is the end all be all, then you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. See, the thing you got to understand is that no matter how much money you have, when it comes to dealing with women, you still have to put in work as far as your game being tight, as far as you talking to women and knowing how to have a conversation with a woman, knowing how to connect with a chick. All these things, right there have nothing to do with the actual money. Now, you're going to have women who are going to gravitate towards men who have money because they're like, okay, well, women who are specifically just trying to get that. You understand? Like a chick who's probably like a gold digger, a chick who, she's using her looks to grab the guy who has the most money, right? So now you can have a girl like that, but you can still get that girl without you having to have money. So if you have a woman who is, she's a really hot chick, she's looking for the quote unquote highest bidder, the guy who has the money, the baller, right? That could be her ideal, right? She might be like, yeah, I want a guy like that because, I noticed me looking this good, it attracts a whole bunch of guys who have money and blah, blah, blah. So she's like, I could get a guy who has money or this other guy who doesn't have money. So I'm going to stick with the guy who has the money. So girls will think in that fashion, right? So their ideal is to get that baller type of dude. But just because you are not that baller type of dude doesn't mean that you can't get that type of girl. It's the same way where you have a preference. You might have a preference for a chick who's, let's say you like, chicks who, have a big ass and, who is blonde or something, or whatever your preference is, where you have an ideal of the type of chick you want, right? So let's say the ideal type of chick is, a blonde chick with a fat ass, right? But let's say you run into, or you're at a party or somewhere and you're talking to a brunette chick with some big titties, and she's cute. Even though that's not your ideal, you'll still fuck with her because you're like, okay, well, she's kind of cute. She's, we talking and the vibe is cool. I'm gonna fuck with it, right? Same thing goes for these women. Even though that they are looking for that baller type, you understand? If you go up to a chick like that and you talking to her and you spitting that game and you start getting her feeling all these feelings, she's going to be like, yo, I kind of like this guy. Even though this guy is not the type or the ideal that I want. You understand? So a lot of you guys, you're stopping yourself from getting these women because you think, well, okay, I need to have this money before I even step to a girl like her. And then that's stopping you from even stepping to her. And then once you don't step to her, then you don't get her. You understand? So you have to, in your mind, say, look, my game is tight. I know, I'm confident. I can, talk to any of these girls that I want. And then you move it in that direction. You feel what I'm saying? Another thing too is that, a lot of guys, they think that there's this magical thing that's going to happen once they get if they get a lot of money. So like, let's say for example, you won the lottery tomorrow or something or whatever, and you got like $20 million or something like that, or you've been, building your business up or whatever, you've been making a lot of money, and, things have been turning up for you financially. So you got a lot of money now. You balling all that good shit, right? Now, let's say you're a guy like that. You got all this money, but you don't really have any game. You don't really talk to girls that much. You don't really approach women in the street or at a party. You're still scared to talk to girls, right? What is that money actually doing for you when you get into a regular situation? So let's say your friend invites you out to a party and you come into the party. Let's say it's a house party, right? You walk into the house party and now you have $20 million in your bank account, right? How are these women in the party going to know you have $20 million, right? Because a week ago you didn't have that. Now you have it, but you're still that same guy who's scared to talk to girls. So what are you going to go in and announce like, hey, guess what, everybody, I'm rich, so all you women come and suck my dick? Are you going to do that? Like, what's the plan now that you got the money and now you're in the situation? Do you understand what I'm saying? So now let's say if you even had a conversation with a girl and then it came up to the point where, just through conversation, she, you somehow expressed to her that you're rich now, and now she knows you're rich and blah, 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 and all this other stuff, right? Now, you're either going to get a chick who's already on some, gold digging shit that's going to be fucking with you, or you're going to get a chick who really wasn't probably going to be into you that much, but now that she knows that you're rich, she's going to want to fuck with you. Now, see, that's the part where guys think like, oh, well, if I get my money up, that's going to make it easier for me. But all it does, it makes it easier for you to get played. Because if you're the type of guy who has no game, because remember I said you have to have a game. If you don't have game, what's going to happen is that you're going to be so hyped that these girls are talking to you and sweating you. And, and the reason why they're doing it is because you have the money. So let's say if you, lose the money, they're going to be gone because the only reason they're with you is because of money. So there's like this condition on the fact that they're with you. So let's say something happens where you end up losing all your money. She's going to bounce. Or what's going to happen is that since you don't really have that much game, and then this hot chick or whatever starts fucking with you, you're going to end up sticking with her, end up marrying this chick, end up, and then she's going to take your shit. You understand? Because you got so sprung off the fact that this chick, was talking to you now because you had the money, right? But again, I want to go back to the point of actually, you thinking that, well, since I have the money, it's going to be easier. See, the thing is that the fact that you have the money, most of these chicks are not even going to know it anyway, so it's not really going to translate to you attracting them unless you're blatantly letting it known that you have this money or you're in a club popping bottles or whatever. But the main thing is that they, you just having the money or, coming into contact with this money does not automatically guarantee women. It's just not going to happen. Like, there's no radar that's going to tell them you have all this money. It's kind of like it's like saying if you went to college, right? It's like saying me just walking into college or enrolling in college is going to make me get a degree, right? Just me being in the situation of college is going to make me get a degree. Now, me being in the situation of college, it will probably help me get a degree because I'm actually in the college, but me just standing in the college and being in the space does not guarantee me a degree. You understand? I have to put in work in order to get the degree. So the same thing as you just standing in the situation of having money, it won't guarantee you the girl. You have to put in the work to get the girl. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that you can't think that just because you having it, the actual money is going to make it easier or make women, just flock to you like that, because you're missing the ingredient, which is the game. Same thing if you're in that college, you're missing the ingredient, which is the work, which is the studying, which is doing the test, which is doing all that other shit to get that degree. So even if you have money, guess what? You at a party, you got to, go and talk to the girl. You got to, be confident enough to walk up to that woman and open your mouth and say something. So if you never opened up your mouth to say something to a woman, it doesn't matter how much money you got, because that fear that's inside of you is not going to go away because you have money. Do you understand? It's not going to go away. And the thing is that what happens is a lot of guys, when they get money, sometimes they think it's the money that's making them, attract these women. But sometimes that, guys get a little confidence boost because they got the money. So what happens is a guy might feel like, oh, I'm a loser because I don't have enough money and this and this and that. So next thing you know, he starts getting some more money. And then he gets a little bit more confident, a little bit more, almost a little more cocky because he has the money. So it's not even a real confidence. It's more so like he feels just a little bit better because he has this money. And then he starts talking to women, or he starts interacting with women, so that, pseudo confidence kind of, comes out. So it'll make him probably even, talk to more women rather than the times when he didn't have money. You understand? But it's still not that real confidence. So that little bit of confidence that he has, or that pseudo confidence, might propel a certain type of guy to be a little bit more, forward to try to do something, because he thinks, well, I got the money, so now I feel a little bit more, safe, or I feel a little bit more comfortable approaching this girl who I thought I couldn't get until I had this money. So then he approaches her and he talks to her, and then, certain things like that happens. But then what happens is that you're going to get this anxiety through dealing with this woman, because in the back of your head, that if I don't have this money, or, this situation changes, I'm most likely going to lose her. So now your game turns into, let me keep getting more money in order for me to get women. So then, subconsciously you're telling yourself that the only way you're going to get women is if you have money. So your money is directly tied into your getting, you're acquiring hot chicks, you're acquiring women. So now that's all you have. So now if you, stumble upon rough economic times, or something happens, you're going to be like, damn, well, I can't get girls because I don't have money. You understand? So, you got to understand that, you don't have to get your money up in order to attract women. You understand? So the thing is, if you're just going on a date with a girl, like if you're totally broke and you have no money, right? That's different. I'm not talking about that. Like, if you're going to go out on a date with a girl, you might need a little bit of money for logistical reasons. Like if you're, driving somewhere to meet her, you might need money to put gas in your car. If you're going out to get coffee, you're going to need money for some coffee, little shit like that. If you're going to actually go and actually have dates, you're going to need a little bit of money for that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a guy thinking, to improve his, game, or to improve the amount of women that he can get with, or to improve the attractive type of girls that he can, get, him thinking that he needs to get his money up. That is where you're going to go wrong when you're dealing with this situation. And I just want to, let you guys understand that it's not about the money. If you keep thinking that, what you're going to do is you're going to, basically waste a lot of time. You're going to rationalize why you're not out there talking to girls, why you're not getting the girls you want. You're going to say, well, I can't do it because I don't have the money, or I can't make it happen because I don't have, this and that. You understand? So then it's going to make it harder for you, and you're not going to go out there and get what you want. You understand? So you guys got to realize that it's not about the money. It's about your game. If you work on your game, that is what is going to get you women. Do you understand? Work on your game and you're going to get women. It's that simple. All right. So that is it, guys. And guys, make sure you click the link below so you can work on your game. You get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. Make sure you click the link, get that, read it, soak it in, and step up your game. All right, I'm out of here. Remember, guys, the truth is inside you. Peace.